Here we are at the Titanic exhibit, because apparently we all like big broken boats. Isn't that right, Mr. Voss?
Yes, we do.
Did you just drop your iPod?
No. Look at the look on his face.
And I'm the one who's supposed to be all irresponsible, huh? Dun 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 dun. You're not gonna like that picture. It'll make you seasick.
Stop.
There you have it, folks. We would be allowed to let you see all of this, except Woody Tootie. Titanic doesn't want us to see it on video or camera. And we even have to turn our cell phones off. Apparently that Titanic wasn't that good enough that you couldn't have a cell phone. I thought Leonardo DiCaprio had one in the movie. Even when he was sinking, he was talking to some lady about this or that or the other. About catching him if you can and being an aviator. Anyway, that's the end of our Titanic tour. I apologize all those who were very excited. I know I was. Over now. This is Brent at the Titanic exhibit. He wanted me to record him, so I'm recording him. Say hi.
Hi.
You gonna say hi to my mommy?
Hi, my mommy.
No, not your mommy, my mommy. Say Ronnie's mommy.
Ronnie, mommy.
Now she'll cry because she'll miss me. Okay. Bye-bye, Brent. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wait, I didn't get your hand. Wave with your hand. Okay. Over now. Oh, how did you enjoy the exhibit?
I'm sorry, Katie. It's
Cool. It was awesome.
Sideburn?
Oh, wait, the vision's
No, the exhibit.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Farron, what do you think? I know, that's not what you say. What did Katie? Oh, come on. You're not camera shy.
It was really,
How did
really
you enjoy
fun. I
it?
loved it. It was great.
Too much eyebrow action. Come on, this is from mommy.
What am I doing?
You're telling me how the exhibit was.
It was just peachy.
Just peachy.
It was sweet action.
Yeah, I thought it was boring too until the captain started talking about the
Captain
theme park.
Crunch.
Not Captain Crunch. Jessica, what do you think? What do you think of the exhibit? No, you have to do more than just sit and look pretty. How did you think? What did you think? I'm zooming in and out. Come on. I need some kind of comment. You're boring.
It was
Time's up.
awesome.
Thank you, Marley. I didn't even have to ask her. It's a good one. What's Matt? What do you think? A cup. All right. I have to go. I'm being summoned.
There's a book entitled Titanic's Last Hero. It's about a second-class passenger on board the Titanic, Reverend John Harper. He was a Scottish Baptist preacher that had spoken at Moody Memorial Church in Chicago. Now, that's a big church. You preach there, you must be good, even to this day. They loved him, wanted him back for 3 more months of meetings. Reverend Harper thought he would take the Lusitania, but changed his mind and decided to take the Titanic. Well, a friend prayed about it and went to the Reverend and said, I have an ominous feeling about that ship. You'll take the Lusitania, I'll pay for your ticket. The Reverend thought about it. He said, no, the Apostle Paul wouldn't run away from anything. He said, if anything happens, he said, I'm ready. And it happened. And when the Titanic started to go down, Reverend Harper's faith was put to the test. And this Baptist minister ran around the deck shouting, women and children and unsaved people, get aboard the lifeboats. He even took off his life vest, gave it to a man that was not a believer in Jesus Christ. Thought that would give him a little more time to get his soul ready for eternity, because eternity was about to happen. His sister-in-law was standing right next to him. She survived. She overheard the Reverend when he gave that life vest to that man. He said, here, you take it. I don't need it. I'm not going down. I'm going up. He's in the water now, 28 degrees. Salt water takes longer to freeze. If you were in the water, you would last anywhere from 10 minutes to 40 minutes, depending on your will to live and how much body weight you had. But all the cries and the screams all ended after 40 minutes. These people did not drown, they froze to death. Reverend Harper's in the water now. He has no life vest. Officer Light told her that it's like 1,000 knives stabbing you. The man drifted by on a piece of wood, and Reverend Harper shouted to the man, is your soul saved? Still preaching. The man said, no. Reverend Harper said, believe on the Lord Jesus Christ and thou shalt be saved. The man drifted off into the dark, and later the current drew him back. Reverend Harper again shouted to the man, "Are you saved yet?" And the man said, "I can't honestly say that I am." Reverend Harper's last words were, "Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved." And with that, the Reverend slipped under the water and went to that frozen, watery grave. There were 12 people pulled from the water that night. 6 of them lived. That man was one of them. And the story was told a few weeks later in Hamilton, Ontario, by an individual who said that man riding on that piece of wood listened to Reverend Harper's last message and became a believer in Jesus Christ. He said, "I know this story is true because I am that man." Titanic's last hero, Reverend John Harper. And now you know the rest of the story. Thank you for listening.
Amen.
Okay.
Just to let you know, Mom, I made a stupid remark when he was talking about smooth sailing or something like that.
Well, yeah, right behind me. I'm trying to talk. Did you hear about it?
I did, just a little bit.
Well, I'm saying, we shall be making a short stop at Cherbourg, France. We should make it, in a very short time, perhaps even ahead of schedule. Maybe you haven't seen the movie. Which was hard for me to hold it together and keep on going.
Yes, Mom, that's your
based on
son.
tragedy, and there was a little bit of tragedy right there in that line. Thank you. So I'll use that in the future.
Thank you very much, sir.
No, I didn't show them the cup. You know, when you go down in the Titanic, and they let me go down 6 years ago, I was down in that 2000 dive, picking up artifacts. I found the telegraph that went from the bridge to the engine room that caused the accident. About this big around with the 2 handles on it. And I found numerous other. Found a wrench, the mouth on it was this big, sticking straight up in the ocean floor like a chap. It was all over the deck of the Titanic, up the crow's nest on the bridge. I wanted to see the captain's cabin, and they took me there. But they gave us these styrofoam cups that some of you already have. Well, with 2,000 pounds of pressure, they take the air right out of these cups and bring them down to that side. But when you go down 2.5 miles, this is what they look like.
Wow, look at that.
That's a 6-ounce coffee cup, the same as if you were to have your coffee or your orange juice this morning. Well, you can get one of these, but it costs $35,000 to go down in that Titanic. I didn't pay that. Actually, I paid nothing. I just told them, I said, "You need to send the captain down." I'm the captain of the Titanic. And the first thing they said was, "No, absolutely not. You're an actor. This is for archaeologists and people that are important." So I called them again, and they said no. Third time I said, "Listen, I'm the captain of the Titanic. I'm in front of the camera. I'm in everyone's home. I'm the one that's talking about your exhibit. And I believe if the media could say this man's been down on the Titanic, you would have more people listening to what I have to say about your exhibit. You'll get more people there, and you'll make more money." And the guy thought, he said, "I think you're right, come along." Then I wasn't sure I wanted to go. Because you're in that little cell, 6.5 foot around. You're in there for 12 hours, no place to sit. You're in a fetal position on your elbow. That was, but, I figured, okay. I told the Fox media, I said, if I go down, and I told them a John Harper story, I want it to go nationwide to know that the man who's acting as the captain, he went down that cell if he doesn't come back, that he wants everyone to know to believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved. Will you promise me you'll say that? He said he would. Unfortunately, I came back, so I'll have to do it here. Anyway, there you have it. See you guys in the clouds.
Yeah.
God bless you.
So what do y'all think of Captain E.J. Smith? I think he's pretty cool, yeah. What are you doing?
Matt, stop.
My mom's gonna kill you.
Pretty cool, actually, yeah.
Matt. Missy, what do you think? What do you think? Oh yeah. There's Micah, goofiest person I've ever met in my life. Oh, if you didn't have a smelly midsection, I'd kiss you right now. So adorable, Joshua, with your smelly midsection.
Hello.
He gave it to him.
That's neat. Awesome. I think we're supposed to love.
Elliot.
All right.
Elliot. Elliot.
Wait.
Say hi, Mrs. Jocelyn.
Almost.
Hi, Mrs. Jocelyn.
You're adorable.